Yeah. Hello, 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 hello. Hello to you all. And I will say happy weekend to you. Happy weekend. Happy weekend to you all. It is 4:17 a.m. Western of Australian time. Yeah. And I know Saturday. And I know you guys, you will still be in Friday. It's still Friday outside there. I know, especially in Africa. It's still Friday. Uh, my name is Benga Afolanyo, as you know. Chelsea is the name, blue is the color, football is the game, and winning is our aim. Hello, Blues fans. Hello, Blue soldiers. Hello, my followers, my fans. Um, I just want to firstly want you to know that I now have a backup page. Just before we dive into today's topic in this live broadcast, I want to inform all of you that I now have a backup Facebook page. And the backup Facebook page is Dr. Benga Afolayan 2 in Roman sign. I put Roman sign 2 there. You will see Dr. Benga Afolayan 2. You will see there. Please follow the page. Follow the page. You can go through my page. I have shared a few posts from that page. Please follow it. Follow it. Now let's dive into our main focus in this live program. Hello, Bulls fans. I want to also tell you that we are having international break across the world now, and you could see that in Africa we are also having round 1 of African Cup of Nations qualification. So, how are you, my friend? People from Turkey. People from Turkey. We are Gala fans and we love Nigeria. Oh, I will need to, because Turkey are not here. I could see my YouTube channel. My subscribers they increased. So thank you, Turkey. I think maybe most of them, because I could see that all my social media accounts actually increased. The followership increased actually, and thank you, Turkey. You know they are getting me from Turkey. I think it's because of this song. Maybe I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I will call you TC. 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 I think because of um, Victor Osimhen's song. Victor, let me play this song. Let me play this song just before we start the program. It's very important. It's very important. Let's just, because of our people from Ghana and from Turkey, rather. V09. So let's play it. Let's play it. Let's play it.
Victor Osimhen, welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen, welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen, welcome to Galatasaray. Ọmọ tí kú ò gbọ́dọ̀ pa ni, ọmọ tárùn ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ni. Agbábọ́lá Ida. Osime, Osime. Osime, Osime. Osime, Osime. Osime, Osime. Osime, Osime. Welcome to Turkey. Welcome to Galatasaray. Glorious Chakabo. Omologo Cabo. V09 Cabo. Osime, Osime. Yeah, Victor.
Yeah, thank you, good people of Turkey. I want to actually appreciate everyone in Turkey. I never wanted to talk about it before, but it's better for me to talk about it now before we dive into today's topic for my live program. Um, I have actually uh, actually received a lot of accolades from Turkish people. Yes, I want to confirm it in this live broadcast. Yes, I appreciate your appreciation. I appreciate your appreciation so much. You know, when I look at the my YouTube channel and I look at the increase, I was asking myself, where did this increase come from? Then I began to see different Turkish names. So I also look at my TikTok as well. It increased. In fact, Osime's song is now what is going viral on TikTok actually. And I want to thank the good people of Turkey. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your love. You know, immediately we started this program. You know, my good friend from Turkey, TC. You know, just wrote, oh, thank you, thank you. So my good friend, you know, TC, just wrote, we are Gala fans and we love Nigeria. And again, I think he wrote to my friend first. He wrote to my friend first, but I didn't see that. But immediately I saw Gala. I know. And I saw Nigeria. I said, no, let me pay cognizant attention to this. And it happened to be one of our brother from Turkey. I'm Gala fan. We love Nigeria. Thank you for loving Nigeria. I also love Turkey so well. Honestly, I love Turkey so well. I could recall one of my classmates from Turkey, you know, in 2010 in the Netherlands. She was so great, so great, so great. She was so great. She was so nice during our master's program in the Netherlands. So thank you, good people of Turkey. Thank you for loving my works. Thank you for loving Nigeria, and thank you for loving that song. I appreciate your appreciation. I appreciate your appreciation. I very much appreciate your appreciation. So thank you so much. Again, I want to also remind all of us that I now have a backup Facebook page, and it is also called Dr. Benga for Lion 2, Roman Figure 2. So please follow it. If you check my page, Dr. Benga for Lion Facebook page, you will see we have shared posts from that backup page. Please follow it. Thank you. At the moment, we know within few um, hours that I've created it, because I created it today. I think we now have the last time I checked it, we now have like 64. I know it would have increased now, but the last time I checked, it was 64. Let's keep following that page, liking it as well. If you can write a review. Do everything you can do to support. You know, it's your support that I am eating, and I want to thank you for that. May God raise me to the level I want. I pray to give back to the society even more. I am doing it behind the scene. No, I'm not a person that does stuff publicly. Yeah, but with the little that I'm also getting, I am doing it to people who really need it so well. Just little, because I'm not rich. But those little things I also get, I'm directing it to where it matters. There are some people who are not on social media, and they are suffering. So my little widow's mite, maybe 1 naira new, maybe 2 naira new, maybe 5 naira new, is going there. I may not say it. I may not say what I'm doing behind the scene on the hair. So um, yeah, there are a lot of people that really need a little help who are actually not on social media. Yeah, widows, vulnerable people, people with the disabilities. You know, but God will help me. I still really want to do more, but God, you know my heart. Just I pray for God to bless me. I am the only one who is helping myself. No one is supporting this page. To tell you, no one is supporting um, my hustle, but I know God is there supporting my hustle, and you are also there for me, supporting everything I do. In fact, today someone said, "Everywhere you go, I will follow you." And let me tell you, the person that said that, I will mention the name of the person that said that, and it's Sport Talk Arena. Immediately, I notify Chelsea fans on my page and my followers. I think maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was the first person that actually subscribed to that page. And he said, as Doctor, wherever you go, we shall go. And that statement really touched me. And from my heart, I want to really appreciate uh, Sport Talk Arena for that statement. I'm really I'm really grateful to you all. I'm really grateful to you all, honestly, for the kind of support that you render to me every now and then. Even on Twitter. On Twitter, I cannot even count it. They are numerous. The people on Twitter really, they are lovable people. They scare me. They scare me about people on Twitter, and that was why it took me so much time to be active on Twitter, even though this is my 12th year on Twitter. Yeah, this is my 12th year on Twitter, but I wasn't so active like that because of the information some people normally give us, the bad impression about people on Twitter. I really what I was really scheduled with that bad impression that people on Twitter, they are what? They are bad people. They are these people. They are papa. They are this, that. I say, what is? But I say, I don't want issues. My late friend, my late man, is a professor, but I don't want to mention his name. My late friend said, run on Twitter, run from Twitter. Because àwọn ọmọ burúkú ló wà ń bẹ̀. That he made that he used that word, that Yoruba word. He said àwọn burúkú ló wà ń bẹ̀ o. Àwọn ọ̀gbádùn. Ah. And so he said it about 5 or 6 years ago. That was the reason why I was not active until last year, early last year. I said, no, whatever they, because the little post I have made on Twitter, I could see brilliant people on that app. I could see brilliant people on that app. The way, in fact, most respect to people on Facebook. honestly, a lot of things, a lot of things are gotten from Twitter. Any information that you will hear around the world, you will firstly come about it on Twitter before Facebook. Sorry for my Facebook followers. Sorry. I'm sorry. Respect to you. But I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Any information, in fact, I get 98% of information first on Twitter before Facebook. Before Facebook, and even before Google. Before me Googling it. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you can ask people. That Twitter is a resourceful app. It's a resourceful app for everyone in the world. If the owner of Twitter is what is X, is now known as X, but I love to call it Twitter. I love that Twitter. You know, the owner of X didn't give me any money to say this. So I'm saying it the way I feel from my own point of view. In fact, you will get handful information on S app first before before you get it for first hand information on S app before Facebook. And sometimes, of course, I know Google is very powerful, but sometimes I'm telling you what you may not agree with me, but all I know and what I've observed over the years is that you get first hand information on Twitter before other apps. Yeah. Sometimes sometimes you may not even what have that kind of concrete information on Google, but you get more because there are some brilliant chaps on that S app. And now I'm very happy to see that we Chelsea fans, we now have what solid fan base on S app. That really makes me to be happy. Now let's dive into today's topic. Let's dive in to today's topic. Let's go for a short break. Let's go for a short break. So you're welcome back to my live program. Hello, Blue fans. Hello, my people from Africa. Hello, my people from Turkey. Hello, my people from all over the world. Welcome to today's live session where we dive into the latest news surrounding Chelsea Football Club uh, around the world. Today, we want to talk about the Chelsea Football Club's ownership dynamics. Recently, there have been whispers about potential rift between our co-owners, Beltad Igbali, uh, Bedad Igbali of Clear Lake Capital and Todd Bowley and Todd Poley. I'm reading the comment sections, but I will come back to it. I just want to set out the background for today's live session. Just I was saying that okay, there have been a kind of rumors, about our ownership, about our owners. There have been rumors about possible rift between both of them. But what is really going on behind the scenes, we do not know. So there have been rumors here and there, you know, indicating that okay, there is a rift between both of them. But what is really going on behind the scenes? Just before I continue, let me read what the commenters are saying. Mr. Shegun Okpadeji said, "Nothing happened, doctor. Don't be bothered about it all. Media will always exaggerate." That's what Mr. Olusegun Okpadeji said. Mr. Olusegun Okpadeji is one of our um, panelists here. He's one of my panelists. One of the panelists in my live broadcast, and he's very cool. He's a cool guy. He's a brilliant guy, and I really appreciate his participation on my live session. On Facebook. So thank you, Mr. Shegun. He said nothing happened. That's just a media exaggeration. Mr. Prince Yusuf Okpeyemi said, "What happened to this owner? I miss Roman Abramovich." Mr. Leo Billions Henry, good evening, Senior Man. Thank you. Mr. Clicks from Facebook said, Todd wanted to buy the club, yet he doesn't have a say on transfer, no more, except being the face of Chelsea. Click said Todd Bowley is considering selling his shares, and he included the source. Zion Ogidi, thank you, as you usually do every day. Thank you. Zion Ogidi is a great guy. He usually participates on my live broadcast every day, and I take a guess that he also shares it. So if you are online now and you are online with me, please do me a favor by sharing this broadcast either on Facebook or on Twitter, please, or on YouTube. So just share the link, share the post, share the live broadcast. Thank you as you do that. So Ogidi is an example of that great follower. He follows me every day. He contributes on this live session whenever I'm online, because my live session is not every day actually, but it's because that I've been working mostly from home these days. That's why you see me often. Except maybe I walk outside. That's I walk. If you see me, maybe I walk outside. Hardly will you see me on that day. And if you are going to see me, it's going to be late. That's why some of you miss some of my live sessions. Good evening, sir. So Sir Ogidi said, "Good evening, sir. I think Tinubu should take over." I don't want to mention our political leader. I don't talk about politics. I try to stay away from Nigerian politics. I don't want trouble. May the Lord help our leaders there. May the Lord help Nigerians also to shine their eyes and to vote for normal people. So I don't want to put my mouth in Nigerian politics. I don't want issues. Fisayo Eniola said, "Good evening." That's the beginning of Chelsea downfall, sir. They changed orders and everything changed for the club. Kulin San Sadiq. Good evening, sir. You are doing well. Thank you. Uh, Moses Mika, good evening, sir. Okay, this is our Queen Oba Ama Samoa. Hello, doc. I've had it and wondering what is going on. And that's what my sister. That's what I'm also asking. What is really happening between Chelsea's co-owners? You know, are we looking at a fallout, or is it simply speculation? Are we looking at a fallout, or is it just normal media exaggeration or speculation, mere speculation? According to the reports, or maybe media reports, and news that I've read, and some papers that I've read from the UK, and I read a few on Twitter as well. Clear Capital, led by Bedad Igbali, is not interested in selling any of their shares, and might even consider increasing their stake if another minority investor like Todd Bolly decide to sell. Todd Bolly is a minority investor. I think he has lower shares in Chelsea, but is the face that we see every day. In fact, some people believe that Todd Bolly is the sole owner of Chelsea. You know, because it's the face that we see every day. But there are rumors that indicate that, or let me say, there are rumors that point to the direction of transfer of they point to the direction of transfer uh, issues in Chelsea. That transfer issue in Chelsea are actually by Bedad Egbali. So that Todd Bowley is a rumor. So I stand to be corrected. That Todd Bowley actually doesn't have a say in the transfer. That it is Egbali that has more say. He has power. It's powerful when it comes to transfers. So, but Toboli is the is the face of Chelsea. Is the face of Chelsea. Is the one that we see on the media, on the TV. Is the one that even speaks most. Is the one that talks most. So, just for us to have a background of their profile, for us to have the background of their profile. Toboli is an American businessman, as you all know, and co-founder of Edge Rich Industries, a private investment firm. He's also a part owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Los Angeles Sparks. Uh, Bolly has taken on a very public role as one of the controlling owners of Chelsea. He co-owns Chelsea, and is involved in the club's day-to-day operation. That, not just like I've said, is the one that we see every day. You know, is the face of Chelsea on day-to-day operations. So I don't usually see uh, Beda Igbali. I don't usually see him on the screen. The only time I mostly see him is whenever we are having matches, and you see them, both of them sitting together. And it's not always. It's not always. So, and for Beda Igbali, is also a co-founder, a managing partner of Clear Lake Capital, the investment firm that holds the largest stake in Chelsea. So, can you see now why Egbali is powerful? Can you see now why Egbali is powerful? is the one that is his company. His company holds the largest stake in Chelsea FC's ownership consortium. They have the largest stake. So and is the one managing uh, Clear Lake Capital company. So and the company has the largest stake in Chelsea. So that justifies what I said earlier on that okay, this guy is powerful. He's more powerful than Todd Bowley. Why? Because he's the one that he's the one that his company owns the largest stake in Chelsea's ownership consortium. So and he's also known for his strategic and financial acumen, overseeing Clear Lake's uh, vast investment portfolio. Uh, so, it's in fact the main point I want us to deduce from what I've been saying is that is will I say is the most powerful co-owner in Chelsea at the moment because he will uh, he will I've forgotten how they normally put this dictates the piper. He will play the tune, something dictates the piper. I don't know if I'm correct, but that's what I know. Some of you know what that kind of parable dictates the piper. Something no, he who plays the piper dictates the tune. Sorry, he who plays the piper dictates the tune. That's what I wanted to say. He who plays the piper dictates the tune. So his company has the largest stake in Chelsea. So it's understandable that he is seen as the most powerful figure in Chelsea's ownership consortium. So it's that one is straightforward, and just to connect with what Click said on YouTube. Click said Todd wanted to buy the club. He doesn't have a say on transfer no more, except being the face of Chelsea. Um, and he further stated, uh, Todd Paulie is considering selling his shares. So, and all these things for me, I see them as rumors. You know, I see them as rumors. For me, I see them. So you could see that both uh, uh, both Boli and Egbali represent uh, a blend of hands-on sports management experience and strategic investment expertise. Unfortunately, or however, there have been some rumors and reports suggesting differing views between them. That's how I'm going to put it. Just, I would say, differing views between them on various club matters, maybe transfers, maybe selling. Of course, I've read a lot. I've read a lot of reports about various matters that have popped up, which actually nearly caused rift between them. So, my question is, what is actually happening between them? You know, I'm just worried because today, if you look at the news around today, you know, they are just talking about both of them. And there is there's no smoke without fire. That's that's what our fathers used to say. Our father used to say that there's no smoke without fire. So it is very possible that okay, there could be some issues that they are trying to reshovel trying to provide solution to, and it is a normal thing. This life, conflict is part of our daily living. So I know both owners are committed to rebuilding of Chelsea. They are committed into rebuilding of Chelsea into a strong, competitive team on both domestic and international front. And we could see this through the kind of money they have injected into Chelsea over 2 years now. Their investment, their heavy investment in players, in infrastructure, because I could recall that the land that even they wanted to even they are planning to they are planning for us to have the pitch of our own, because at the moment we are renting the pitch. We are Stanford Bridge is now. It's not our. It does not belong to Chelsea. That stadium does not belong to Chelsea. So there is a long-term plan for us to have this stadium of our own pitch, our own stadium. But at the moment, we do not have. We do not have. So I know many Chelsea fans are watching closely now to see how the leadership of our co-owners will shape the future of our club. So, and that's why we are worried. We are worried about what is really happening between them. And one thing I want you to know, before I move further, because I'm just talking. If you want to join me in this conversation, there is link. There is link in the comment section. There is link in the comment section, so you can join me. If you want to join this conversation, you can join me by clicking the link that I have sent in the comment section and just follow the instruction. You'll be able to connect with me and we can have it, we can just uh, discuss this topic that this live session is focusing on. So I know that conflict is part of human existence. It's a normal thing. And whenever you are involved in a partnership business, there is bound to be rancor sometimes. Yes, especially maybe on profit or on the investment. Because when you look at Chelsea's project, yes, I used the word. Excuse me. I use the word Chelsea project because the co-owners just came on board 2 years ago. And we could see a lot of changes they have made in the last 2 years. So, and they themselves, they said in the public domain that okay, they also have projects, and their project is to overhaul a lot of things in Chelsea. One of their plans, one of their project plans, is to embrace younger players, to support young players to come to Chelsea and play. It's some people use this word to catch players young, catch them young and resell them. Some people are saying that their project is investment driven. that their project is investment oriented. That these owners are there just to maximize profit. Well, I don't think you are far from the truth, but the fact remains that football is business now. So, and when an entity is a business entity, you have to ensure that, okay, profit is maximized. And even if you cannot uh, if you cannot have profit from your investment, at least you are expected in economics. For those who understand this, and it's a simple thing. You don't need to be economics because you understand this. If you were involved in any business, your goal is to make for profit or break even. Your goal is not to run at a loss. That's a simple thing. You don't need to be an economist before you know that. So when you invest, some of us we are doing business. So if you are doing business, and one of the rationale for doing business is that you want to make profit. You want to make profit. You want people to know the niche you are creating. You want people to know who things you represent, because what you produce will represent you in the public domain. So you have value that you want people to pay for, and they have Chelsea. They have Chelsea as an investment, and they want people to pay for things that Chelsea is offering to the public domain. So you've got to pay for it. You've got to pay for it. You've got to pay for it. So, and that is their own philosophy. And we could see that many things have changed in Chelsea. Many things have changed. In terms of, gone are the days that even before we start the season, you will see the name of sponsors being written on our jersey. We don't struggle for sponsors. But in the last 2 seasons, I could see that we struggle for us to secure the sponsorship endorsement. I don't know the reason why. Because for many months there were speculations here and there about Paramount Plus will be the our sponsors for this season. BNS and L, whatever, will be our sponsor. So there have been back and forth news about that. So that's one of the changes. That's one of the impacts of the project plans of our co-owners. So if any company wants to inject their money in any business entity, they will look at the pedigree, the goodwill of such establishment. And that's why I feel some potential sponsors, they're just trying to weigh their options before they initiate their interest. So, but that does not mean that Chelsea is not a big club. Chelsea is a big club, and we know that this. Our history speaks for us. But we have new owners dishing out new project plans, which actually cause division. Oh, I miss Obed. Sorry, I think I miss Obed there. Obed wanted to join. Sorry, I miss you. I was talking when I think maybe you stayed for a while. I didn't look at that tray. So you can still rejoin. I'm going to connect you to our e-panel. So here we are. Let's go for a short break. We're gonna come back.
to Turkey. Victor Osimhen, welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen, welcome to Galatasaray. Ọmọ tí kú ò gbọ́dọ̀ pa ni, ọmọ tárùn ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ni. Agbábọ́lá, break it down. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Welcome to Galatasaray. Glorious Jakabo. Ọmọ ológo Káàbọ̀. V09 Káàbọ̀. Osimhen, Osimhen. Yeah, Victor.
How are you, Mr. Mafia? How are you, Mr. Mafia? How
Yeah,
are
I'm
you?
good, dog. I'm good,
I
dog. I'm good. How are you too?
I am good too. I'm very happy to connect with you today. We couldn't connect
Yeah.
yesterday.
There was no Zesa, so I couldn't connect. My phone had no power.
Oh, sorry. I was so Zimbabwe.
Oh,
So Zimbabwe
yeah,
also
I'm
has
Zimbabwe.
NEPA issue. Zimbabwe also has
Hello?
NEPA issue. Hello?
Hi.
I said Zimbabwe also has a NEPA issue.
No, ours is called Zesa. No,
So because in our last conversation, you were mocking Nigeria that we have NEPA issue. So it's
and
good for me.
I listened after that the sports talk, whatever, the guy that we
Short
were
talk
talking
arena.
to.
Short talk.
Where is he? He was, I heard him saying that Zimbabwe is Western Nigeria. He hasn't visited Zimbabwe. You guys today, where is he today?
He will come. He will come. I think he should be at work now, but he can show up anytime from now. He can show up. Yes,
I know.
he messaged me.
Even you have even in South Africa, they have load shedding everywhere. There's load shedding, so it's not a new thing. But NEPA is leading. I heard that they squandered electricity money. I don't know what's happening in Nigeria.
Let me tell you, I want to believe that it's a media portrayal of Nigeria that make you guys feel that okay, Nigeria has issue with NEPA, and the power issue is everywhere. It's not only Nigerian thing.
Have you ever researched about Harare, Zimbabwe, our capital city? Have you seen the infrastructure that is there and everything? Because you guys are getting a wrong picture of Zimbabwe. I think that in Zimbabwe people are sleeping in caves. You know, it's not like that actually.
actually I understand what you mean. I used a term. One word. I used one term like that. I said media portrayal of countries
Yeah,
normally mislead people,
yeah,
especially
true.
people who are not living in that country. For example, now
Exactly.
when your former president, respect to him, late Mugabe,
The
when
most intelligent president in Africa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Eh,
so when he was there, people have
eh,
different things about Mugabe.
yeah.
Yes, they have, but for me, because personally, I'm not what I'm not living in Zimbabwe. I will not. I only read
Yeah.
whatever they write about Mugabe in the media. So,
Yes.
and for me to be someone who addresses issues what critically, I cannot say anything about Mugabe because I know nothing about him other than what I read in the newspaper. Let Zimbabweans speak for themselves. So,
But sometimes you can speak about something. I can speak about Buhari. I see many of you guys complaining about him online. Hey, Buhari this, Buhari that. Actually, I not Buhari. Tinubu is Tinubu the new president?
yeah, he's the president now. He's the president.
He took
He's the
over
president.
from Buhari, isn't?
So you even know a lot of things about Nigeria.
I know a lot of things. I read a lot of things, and I'm in many Nigerian groups. Like I just read current affairs. If you're a
Oh,
person, you just have to know what's surrounding you. You can know about Russia without knowing about your can like your African brothers. So I know when I pray, I put you in my prayers also, and God make Tinubu's
thank
heart to to be
you.
good.
Oh, thank you. I think
But
today,
basically, that's what we're suffering. It was we have a common problem as Africans.
yeah,
That is our leaders. The leadership styles, whatever. The revolutionary parties, they think that they own us.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it's a bit
Ah,
maybe for you guys who are out of Africa, you're a bit better. But here, people are not. Very few people are enjoying.
hmm.
Most people are suffering. So I
It's,
know
it's actually
it's not.
everywhere. It's
Yeah,
actually
even in European countries, is it like that?
in European countries. They also have their own problems, actually. But it's just that what makes different is that they have their own unique way of
Yeah.
resolving their issues. Eh? So they have their own unique way of resolving their. I'm domiciled here in Australia. Australia also have its own internal problems. I understand, but they don't just make noise about it, and their governance is still far more better than Nigerian governance. So I can say that. So they also have their own issues. They are what they are dealing with, but they still you see a responsive government trying to um, uh, provide solutions to the ongoing problems they are experiencing. They also have, in fact, they have numerous problems they are attending to now. The economic issue is there. Economic issue is there. There are also political upheavals. Also, we have aboriginal issues. A lot of problems here, but they are trying their own way to provide solutions to all these problems. Even though you can't provide solution to all problems that are what confronting every nation. So you get no government can solve all the problems. No, one
Yeah. I know they
no
do
government.
have problems. They do have problems, but ours. Can you say ours are problems? They are now generational problems. Like I mean, like the problems is we thought that we are now independent. We can enjoy independence, but it seems like people are saying, no, it's better for the wise to come back because maybe they'll. Well, there are some things that even if we take over FM, we can never run it as black people. We have to admit that. No, this was 99.
So that's just the fact, about that. And when have you guys played to play or you are playing tomorrow? Have you played today or you are playing tomorrow? Mafia, are you still there? I think Mafia has gone.
I'm not going.
Okay. But are you guys? Have you played today or is tomorrow?
We played today.
You played today. What was the score?
New.
With which country?
Was it Cameroon? Must be Cameroon, bro.
Okay, let me just
Richard,
check.
was it Cameroon? Was it Cameroon? Who did you play today? Zimbabwe against Kenya. It was Kenya. It was
It was
Kenya.
Kenya. It was Kenya. It was Kenya. It
Yeah, it
was
was
Kenya.
Kenya. They
Uh,
failed to beat us.
uh,
And
you try because it was an away match. It was
yeah,
an
it
away
was an
match.
away match plus Kenya is their team is now better. Maybe yeah, it's now better. I can say it's now better than what it was in the past. So yeah,
Uh,
I
my brother,
say
don't
kudos
forget
to
that.
the boys.
My brother, don't forget that Kenyans are listening to you.
It's okay. I'm saying yeah, they were bad, but they're now better. I've been enjoying watching their team. Their team is playing very very well. I think if they keep their squad, if their squad is not aging, they can compete even for AFCON. Yeah, they have a they have a really really good squad.
Well, I know that Kenya is not so good at playing football like that. They have other sports
Exactly.
where they have
No,
other.
is it Kenya or Malawi? I don't know between the two, Kenya or Malawi. Between these two countries, Kenya or Malawi or Mali. There's a country that has got a very very good team. I watched their team in. Why did I watch them? Was it
Uh, uh,
AFCON qualifiers? I don't know, but Malawi, not Malawi. It must be Mali. Yeah, but
uh,
a country that doesn't have a rich history of football, they will take Africa by storm. I'm telling you, you will see that.
I don't know. I don't know much about Malawian football, but all I know about Malawian nation is their economic status. So I know about their
Mm,
economic status. I know about their educational status. So that's what I know about Malawi. But if you say that, because I think aside you guys that you play today, um,
yeah.
we have other nations who also play today as well. We have
Mm,
Algeria playing against Equatorial Guinea. Algeria won. We have Tunisia playing against Madagascar.
mm,
Tunisia won. We have Central Africa playing against Lesotho. Mm.
yes.
Central African won. We also had Congo play against South Sudan. Congo won. So
Mm.
Angola won against Ghana, yesterday as well.
Against Ghana, it's a surprise. So
and
Ghana is really came down. Eh?
uh,
What's
I,
happening?
I don't know what is really happening to Ghana. In fact, uh,
Ghana, the Black
I,
Stars of
I don't.
the Black Stars of what? They used to be. So was Kuduzi in the starting lineup?
Kudus was there. In fact, there was a particular photo that I saw on the net where they turned the jersey of Kudus. So the match,
Kudus. Why
yes,
did he miss clear cut chances or what?
I I can't, because I didn't watch the match and I wanted to watch the replay of the match, but I
Oh,
saw
I'm thinking that maybe.
another thing because there was a problem after the match. There was a problem after the
Oh,
match. There was a problem where I can show you the picture. The picture where the people
yeah.
what invaded the pitch and they were just throwing bottles, throwing a lot of things on the pitch fighting.
Hooliganism. That's why I don't like African football. To be honest, I won't go to our local stadiums, especially if the big the biggest clubs in Zimbabwe like Islanders and Dynamos when they clash. I don't go to the stadiums just because of hooliganism. I just like say I know I'll better watch it on TV. That feeling, like that feeling of saying, "Ah, what if they are going to beat us today? What if they are going to do this?" So as Africans, we really have to improve on that. The fans must be educated about the game, and just saying football is just a game. We don't have to fight, we don't have to
Yeah.
use emotions, we have
Mm.
to accept the results. If the ref was bad, there's the referee committee, they can deal with that. We can deal with everything. So I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take for our African brothers and sisters to understand that football is just a game.
It's a
We don't have
game.
to fight. We
It's a
don't have to
game.
fight. We know, yeah, even the ones they do fight, but we don't encourage that. That's why there's life bans for people who do maybe who participate in racism or something like that. There are life bans. They're saying we are not allowing you to enter the stadium again forever.
Honestly, you are hitting the nail on the head about our football administrators educating the people, educating everyone about what football stands for. We need to put our emotion in check whenever we are participating in any tournament or we are watching any tournament. I think what happened yesterday in Ghana, I don't pray it will
Mm,
happen again because it was a clear eruption. Well, and it happened after the match. I was having the impression that uh, what happened what happened what happened the version of the pitch was as a result of Ghana losing the match. But I think there were a lot of reports, a lot of people saying that actually it was not because Ghana lost that made people to invade the pitch. That it was because that uh, it was because of the way the security handle the invaders on the pitch. That there was a particular invader who the security of officials handled anyhow. That it was the inappropriate handling of those invaders that made people to foment trouble on the pitch yesterday. So I stand to be corrected. There are reports here and there but on the aggregate, I would say that it's expected that okay, if
mhm.
a home country loses a match, you will see that in the emotion. Just like you are saying that we should always try to put our emotion in check, especially when the
Yeah.
result does not favor us. So
Yes.
that might be what actually happened yesterday. I have just read the report. I have not watched the match. The match ended 1-0 against Ghana because
Mm.
Angola was the visiting team. You know, it was an
Okay.
away match for Angola. So Angola came to to play on Ghanaian soil, and eventually
And they
Ghana
beat Ghana.
and they defeated Ghana. They beat Ghana. So it
Where is that guy? Does that guy comes from Ghana? The acrobat. Do you know the guy?
which guy is that?
The guy who is just trending for announcing football results. You know this guy will say now football Manchester United and he starts laughing. Have you never, have you never seen that guy? I think we have to invite him someday. We have to invite him. I think I will try. You can even try taking him
That
so
would be
that
nice.
you,
That would be nice. That would be nice.
yeah.
That would be nice.
So you saying you don't know Acrobato? Just search on internet Acrobato. You will see the guy. I'm pretty sure you have come across his clips or somewhere,
Ah,
because I usually use his clips to laugh at Manchester United fans. He'll be like,
ah.
Manchester United the three, and then he laughs his lungs out.
So when I think your next match will be against let me see the round two. The round two of your next match will be you are playing Kenya. And let me see.
Again,
Zimbabwe.
Kenya again.
Huh? You are,
We're playing Kenya again.
okay, you will yeah, you will play in Kenya. So they came to play.
Wow.
It was an home match for you guys.
Mm.
Was it
Yes,
an home?
because we don't have a stadium that is functioning here. So all the stadiums in the country were condemned by FIFA. So
Wow.
so we play our home matches away from home in Uganda. Is it Uganda? Yeah, I think in Uganda.
I think
That's
you
why
are
we
going to
play
be
our home.
your next match. Maybe your next match will be against Cameroon, and it's gonna be an home match. It's going to be play on the 10th. Is it 10th or 11th?
It will be in Uganda as well.
Uganda. Wow.
Yeah, that's our home country.
So your country need to fly to your country need to fly to
Okay.
Uganda to play because you don't have a good stadium.
Exactly, that's it.
Wow.
And how
What
how much does it cost? How much does it cost to renovate a stadium? Sometimes it's something else.
what is the total population of Zimbabwe now?
The last time we had census, it was around 15 million.
So imagine now you are 50 million.
Yes,
And there's no good stadium in the entire country. Ah,
yes.
that's worrisome, bro.
Just
That's
like
worrisome.
Nigeria just like Nigeria has many people, but their economy is so much dead. A can of Pepsi, I think, is around 2 million naira. Yeah, nah, African countries.
Yeah, African countries
Isn't
with different wounds. We have different
I
problems.
know our inflation levels are very low. These days we don't even have inflation. You can look, you can Google it in the internet. We are using Zig. We have our own money called Zimbabwe Gold. It's way much better than Naira.
Oh yeah, a
Instead,
lot of
you can
problems.
Google it as it now. As of now, you can Google it and say Zig against Naira. You will see that your currency is too weak as compared to ours. So I wanted Sports Talk to tell him that he doesn't have to think low of Zimbabwe. He has to visit Zimbabwe sometime, and you actually tell you that is a very nice place.
No, but no, I feel that he never meant bad thing for Zimbabwe. He's not here, and
No.
I'm not
Yeah,
supporting
he
him.
said, but I listened to him. He said that Zimbabwe is not even better than I forgot the name of the state that he mentioned. But you tell him that we
Sport
don't
Talk
drink
Arena, where are
Gary
you? Sport
here.
Talk Arena. Sport Talk Arena. Mafia is what he's talking about you.
Yeah.
Wherever you
I
are,
am
Sport
talking
Talk
about
Arena.
him.
Come,
I'm
come.
waiting for him because he thinks that we drink curry. No. We don't drink curry here.
I'm sorry, bro.
We
If you
but
feel offended,
we do like jollof rice. We do like jollof rice. Jollof rice.
and
We've
do
been
you know?
I've been
Let me tell you one thing you may
I've
not
been
know.
eating jollof rice since I saw this comedian called Sabinus. Do you know Sabinus?
Of course, now he's one of our comedians here.
Sabinus, yeah. So I,
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I, I really like Sabinus. I follow him a
You,
lot. So I
you
know
like
that
his
he
speech.
falls. Yeah, I like his skills. He's so talented. He's so natural.
Yeah,
He's so,
yeah,
yeah. He's
yeah.
good. He's good.
He's a
He's
great
good.
guy. He's a great guy. He's a
Yeah,
great
he's a
guy.
great guy. So
And
I discovered jollof rice through him, and I saw someone saying he sells jollof rice around, yeah, around town, and then I ordered jollof rice for myself, and it was
wow,
nice. So I now
wow.
usually buy, I usually like I frequently buy it.
Yeah,
I frequently buy
so
jollof rice.
you love
But
Nigerian Nigerian jollof rice.
as for Gary, no, Gary, no. I
You
hate
don't
this
like
bed.
Gary? You don't like
I
Gary?
hate this bed.
It's
I
not
hate this bed.
it's not bad. You just need to eat it with good soup. You just need to eat it
Egusi.
with good soup. Good-
And now I want to eat a goosey soup. Yeah,
Ah,
then
ah, Mafia, you are making me to laugh. Well, egusi soup is
yeah,
cool. Yeah,
yeah, I hate this
yeah,
cold. I hate this cold. I've been like we have some Nigerians here in Zimbabwe. Nigerians are everywhere.
of course.
So Nigerians are
Are
everywhere.
legions. And do you know what?
Yeah,
Let me tell you one thing, Mafia.
yes,
A lot of Zimbabweans
yes.
now are what craving Nigerians to get married to them, and Nigerians are now marrying a lot of Zimbabwean girls. Yes, yes.
Is that true? Is that it's not true.
No, it's true. I'm
Oga,
telling you.
no,
In fact,
Oga, no.
okay. Let me give you one example.
Eh,
And this example
yes,
is recent. It's recent. I
yes,
celebrated my birthday, this year birthday, on August 28th. So
yes,
my wife,
yes.
organized a surprising birthday for
Okay,
party for me. It was
okay,
it was a birthday party that she cooked. She organized by herself and maybe along with children. I don't know. So
okay,
some Zimbabwean girls they came, and
okay,
one of the maybe I would say like God's daughter, or what do they call it? Some people that will be in your group that will see you as a mother. So there's one choir member who takes my wife as like her mother. So that one was the
okay,
one is a university student here. Now invited our friends, and among our
okay.
friends we have some Zimbabweans who also came to the party. So when they came, this is where I'm going. When they came, I
Yes,
was just, I know it was a surprise birthday party for me. So I didn't know they were planning it. So I just bumped into the party. So when we were now talking, when I was thanking everyone who came, to rejoice with me.
yes,
So and I had a chat with some Zimbabwe. I was just cracking joke with them. How they got to know themselves, how they met themselves. Zimbabweans, Nigeria. You know, when we were talking, they told me that
yes.
they cannot marry Zimbabwean men, that they would prefer to marry Nigerian men. And listen,
I believe.
one, one of them now said, and I quote her.
Yes,
I'm on the hair, so I can and I have evidences. And one of them now said, "Sir, even my boyfriend now that I will marry
mm,
is a Nigerian. Is a Nigerian." And she showed me the picture that she left a Zimbabwean guy for Nigeria when the Zimbabwean guy nearly kill her. And that she has been with a Nigerian guy for almost 2 years now, and they are fine. They are about to wed. And
um,
I have
that's yeah.
I have
Maybe
I know I
they
have
just
different
want maybe they just
no
just a few Zimbabwean girls loves us.
I
It's
understand.
Zimbabwean.
I understand that we cannot use one example, but I have a number of Nigerians here who marry Zimbabweans. I just want to tell
And I
you.
have and I have a number of Zimbabweans who married Nigerians as well. Come here in Zimbabwe, you will see them.
Of course, I know Zimbabwe girls are beautiful, and Nigerians girls are
Yes.
also beautiful too. We are unique in the way God created us. Understand? And I love the kind of intermarriages that are happening, between two countries now. So what I'm saying is that
But
Nigerians,
it will dilute culture. You know, Nigeria and Ghana, you are known for witchcraft, and
we, we, are,
not that like
we are
we
known
grew
for
up
what?
watching we grew up watching My Azuka. Do you know My Azuka?
Yes, I know.
African movies in those African the portrayal the portrayal of your countries, even in Facebook, the people who are advertising those ritual money are Ghanaians and Nigerians mostly. To be honest, I'm not mocking your countries, but to be
Okay.
honest, you are known for traditional healers who are very very strong, and I believe that's true as compared to other African countries. Yeah, juju too much juju, too
Yeah,
much
no.
juju.
Please, Mafia, know this. Know this. The population, the
Yes,
population,
yes, that guy came. Yes, that guy came.
the population of Nigeria and the
Yes.
uniqueness of Nigeria will make people to talk about Nigeria. Just know that the population, the
Yeah,
uniqueness of
we
Nigeria
can run away
in
from that. That's true.
uh in entertainment industry, in virtually in everything. There's no way you are not going to talk about Nigeria. In fact,
But in fashion,
in,
no. In entertainment industry, yes, especially in music, I listen to Davido,
uh
Burna Boy, Rema, with this guy who left as well, so talented. What was his name? Mobad. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know. The
So
Yemi Alade doesn't come from. Yemi
yeah,
Alade is Yemi Alade Nigerian?
of course, she's a Nigerian. She is. From,
Oh,
from from
she's a Nigerian.
of course, from her name, you could tell that she's a Nigeria. She
Yeah, me.
is.
No, you guys and Canadians, you're like brothers.
Of
So
course, we are.
sometimes,
We
yeah,
are,
yeah, yeah. So
including your
sometimes,
country. Including your country, we are all brothers and sisters. We may be far
no,
away
I mean
from you,
like you are kind of like
that
so
we are
sorry.
what?
It's
We are
like
neighbors.
it's
We
like
are neighbors.
us.
We are
We are
neighbors.
neighbors. It's like us with Zambia. We share some totems. There are
Yeah,
people from Zambia. We have totems that are here in Zimbabwe. That's what I'm
yeah.
trying to say. It's like you and Ghana.
I agree.
There
I
is
agree with
more
you.
something
I
in
agree with you.
common.
I agree with
Yeah,
you. I
there are
agree
more
with you.
things. There are more things in common as compared to other countries.
So, okay,
So
all right.
that's it.
As we have been talking about our nations, we have been talking about what we have in common, the commonalities that we share, the differences
Mm.
that we share together. And I want us to move to Chelsea. Now, we
Yeah.
we have been talking about what's really happening between Chelsea co-owners. I don't know whether you have also heard about the rumors about the kind of misunderstanding that is ensuing between both of them. Have you heard anything about that in Zimbabwe?
About what about I heard about the owners. What about the owners? What about
Of
them?
Chelsea, they are having misunderstanding. You know,
Yes, between who? Todd Bowley and the Valley.
yes, correct. So I don't know whether you have also read any report about that. I'm just asking for asking sake.
No. What I know and what I heard is that Todd wanted. This is Todd's strategy of buying players that are unproven players. He's just buying talent. Ekbali's plan was to carry on buying stopgap signings. People are going to win us trophies every season. But Todd was like, let's build our own thing, of which I do believe is going to really pay off someday. And I think we're just maybe the pieces of the puzzle that are missing. Maybe it's just less than two. I think we need a center back, a talented center back, a commanding center back, and a strong midfielder. Maybe midfielder like Rodri. I'm not saying we can buy Rodri from Man City, but I'm just saying we have to look for a mature midfielder who is a winner, who can influence those guys in the middle and command them and share and like maybe if we get a strong midfielder we can now control some games. Then we have to replace Sanchez as well. We can say someone who has a reject in Brighton is now a first choice goalkeeper at Chelsea. No. Doesn't have to be like that. We're a big club. We had never taken a player from such a small team and make him a first choice goalkeeper. I know, yes, we can take him if he was the first goalkeeper, but we took him as the second goalkeeper, and he came to Chelsea and became the first choice. And that was upset. I felt like the club is losing his status or something like that. We are just being mediocre or something like that.
Yes, I know it's so upsetting to see how some changes have just popped up. Some changes that have popped up in Chelsea, they are not changes that most Chelsea fans expected, and that really made some people to be upset about how things, how things were just changed, over a night. So I mean, overnight rather. So how things just changed overnight, and some people were just were not just happy. But I want to tell you, from what you have said, I could see that you also are saying, you also are confirming, you also are confirming the rumored rift between them. That okay, maybe Bolly has some power on the transfer, or Begali has some power on the running of the club. I think that's the kind of things I could observe from what you have said. Is that what you really meant?
Yeah, there is a rift. The rift is there, and it will be always there. Those guys they have to step back and let people who are well versed with football run the club, because you have people coming from, if the money that they've invested already was invested in right players, or players that are well proven, who would be competing with the likes of Man City. Once you look at the money that was used to buy Enzo, Caicedo, yes, they were best players, but you can't spend such an amount of money in in buying a player that is not proven. You're just saying I'm buying talent. No, you have to balance the squad. You don't have to get everyone out. You are kicking as Pliqueta out. You are kicking all the seniors, senior players out. Then you are leaving. You're leaving these guys who don't know even the culture of the club. They don't know what it means to play for Chelsea. You're just leaving a bunch of kids and saying these kids are going to achieve results for us. That's very wrong. You really have to mix the old and the new blood. Some people are going to inspire these youngsters and say, you guys, you have to look at these guys, like look up to us. We have won, we have done this, but now in our squad, whom do we have who is a winner? We don't have even a winner. I think we have Rhys James who won Champions League. Who else? There's no one else who has a trophy. Yes, Enzo Fernandez does have World Cup and stuff, but I'm talking about club football. We really have to mix the new and the old blood. But our owners are just kicking everyone out. I don't know what's happening. What's
Mr.
that?
Mafia. So who should we blame? Who should we blame for those transfers?
I'm blaming I'm blaming the new ownership. I'm blaming the new ownership. I believe they would have done better. They would have done better. They started by removing Marina. They Peter Cech left. I think those guys when they left, we should have understood. We should have seen that should have served as a sign that these guys are not well versed with what they are doing. Because a normal owner would have never let those people leave. Would have never let those people leave. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can understand, and I could see the way you are vituperating. You are annoyed the way they have handled the transfers. I could see through your vituperation. But I asked a question. I said, who should we blame? But you said that, okay, we should blame the owners. We should blame the owners. We should blame Bali. We should blame Boli. And uh, from your talk, I could also deduce the fact that you said that, okay, maybe they do not have football administration experience. Maybe that was why they were just buying those players that you refer to as kids. That you said that they should have mixed the experience and young players together, and that would have really given us a good blend, you know. But they were selling the experienced players. Maybe they felt that they were too old. That was why they sold them, and they were buying young players. And do you think they have ulterior motive for buying the young players, Mr. Mafia?
Yes, yes.
Do you
Hello?
think that they have ulterior motive for buying those young players they bought?
No, the both they just want to make profit. You look at Angelo's story. Angelo Gabriel is better than some of the wingers that are at Chelsea currently. But he was shipped out to Al Nassr. Why? And they're saying we have made 6 million profit. I think they are now becoming Arsenal light, whereby they just used to buy players cheaper and sell them at a much higher price, and that's not a good thing. According Maybe that's not a good thing. You look at that time, Arsenal, they weren't winning anything, but they were concerned about balancing their books and making money. Wenger was more like of an economist, like to them, so he was great for them. And we don't need that. We don't need money, but we need trophies. Yes, for the survival of the club, we really do need money, but they have to balance bringing revenue and also bringing us trophies. Both as the fans, it's like football is a business. They are the product and we are the customers. You have to satisfy the customer. So
Uh,
if you aren't satisfied, it means that the following will decrease, and then they will really feel it. They will really feel it. So they have to satisfy the customer. They have to satisfy
okay,
us.
okay. I want to use your word or your word to ask Mr. Chelsea View this question. Chelsea View, do you think that we need money or trophies in Chelsea? Do you think that we need money or trophies in Chelsea? Chelsea View.
In my opinion, we need trophies. We don't care about money. Money's not money's not everything. So we need to win some trophies, all that stuff.
All right. Mr. Shagun Padeji, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
All right. You are welcome. You are welcome, Chelsea View. So what Mr. Mafia just said now, I want to use his statement in connection with what we are discussing. Do you think that we really need money or we need trophies in Chelsea now? You know?
Okay, the fans need trophies. The management need to balance the financial status. They have to be strict with their financial compliance. We all see the penalties that can come if your club is not financially stabilized. So I believe the fans, all we want is trophy because that is how we can brag. And at the same time, at the end of every financial year, they will come with uh, the best, the most valuable clubs in Europe. They put, I think we are on number 11, if I'm not mistaken. for now because we are lost out of Champions League back to back now, and that is affecting the financial status of the club. And the turnout of the fans have reduced. People are not buying tickets like before. So the season ticket holders, some of them have dropped the interest. They are not buying it. So both are very important. So is our decline? We have declined for now actually, but I believe that very soon everything will be fine. So for the club, they have to be financially stable. For the fans, we want trophy.
So now, just for the benefit of our viewers, before I will go back to Mr. Mafia, just for the benefit of some of our viewers who are young, what does it take for a club to be involved in Champions League, Mr. Segun Okpadeji?
Okay, to be involved in Champions League, the players and the coach, they have to strategize. You have to be in top four. That is one of the most important things. And how can you be in top four? Your persistence and the consistent form of the team. Like we have players on the paper that should be in top three at the moment. But how are they going to prove that they are how are they going to take that form from the paper to the physical life? How are they going to be coherent, and how are they going to perform? The minimum point mathematically for a team that wants to be in Champions League is 70. The maximum is 75. But due to the fact that the standard has been raised this time around, I think you need at least 25 wins. At least 25 wins. If you are able to get 25 wins out of the 38 matches, you will be in top four. 25 wins will push you to 75. That means you are safe to be in top four. There is no way that you will win 25 matches, or there is no way that you will be in 70. Not in fact, sometimes I think 75 points could even win a league sometimes ago, very far away. But now in the top four, we have to win 75. I mean, we have to have 75 points, which is about 25 wins. And how can we have 75 points in every 5 matches? In every 5 matches, we must avoid defeat, and we must at least win 3 matches out of every 5 matches. That is it. I believe somebody is in charge of the statistics of Chelsea among the coaches, who is looking at how can we get the 75 points. There are some teams that you have to take 6 points away from them, especially they categorize them as the below bottom table, as a below mid table. There are some mid table, like teams like I say, for instance, you are playing those promoted teams, the Leicester, the team that are battling to stay in the league. You need six points at least from those ones. There are 3 of them, so at least if you are able to get 18 points, so accumulatively you have to avoid defeat from the top 4 teams, the so-called top 4 teams, because if they are beating you, that means you are moving far away from them. That is when, after they beat you, they will be saying, okay, before the match, they are leading you with 4 points. So when they beat you, it becomes 7 points. So that means you are far away from them. But if they are leading you with 4 points, and after the match you are able to beat them, or you avoid defeat, you can maintain the 4 points. Or if you are beating them, it will remain just 1 point. So one of the coaches that I respect most in this kind of calculation is Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte is a coach that is a league-winning coach, or is a point-winning coach. There are some coaches that they are good in competition, or let me say they are good in tournament. FA, I can say FA is a tournament. FA is, if you beat me, you are out. If I beat you, you are out. There are some coaches that are good in that kind of competition. And there are some coaches that they are good in getting 33 points. If it was Antonio Conte against Crystal Palace, doctor, we will get our 3 points that day. He will never settle for draw. Crystal Palace at home, drawing is a bad result for a team that wants to finish in top 4. Crystal Palace, a draw at home. And I believe the team should be able to avoid every distraction. If you are able to avoid all the distractions, I believe that. And one of the distractions is the news I'm reading this evening. The news of the ownership disagreement. Those
Yeah.
are the things that can distract team. So I don't know why the media are capitalizing on it. It happens to business. It's not something that is special. There is always a disagreement, and now they are concluding that they want to sell each other share. There is nothing like that. They will settle it. They are men, and if they are not going to settle, it's not our business. Chelsea is a very big institution. It's not something that the media should be distracting us. All these things are distraction. They have been finding many ways to distract us. Initially, from the beginning of the season, they wanted to use Enzo issue to distract us.
Yeah.
Enzo racism and the rest. But thank God the coach and some senior French players in the team, especially Disasi and Fofana, they were able to hand out an olive branch. So in order to avoid a further complex distraction. So this is another time they are distracting us again. This is another. I believe the coach will be able to find a way to, because all these things, these boys are very young. Before you know it, to be like, okay, the owner want to say, what will now happen to my career? Oh, what will happen? Is it Egbali that want to stay? Is it Todd Boehly? Which one of them now? Todd Boehly, um, Todd Boehly understands soccer. He doesn't understand football. And in UK, what we do is football. In US, what they do is soccer.
Soccer.
Todd Boehly has once mistakenly said that, can we use 4-4-3? That is to tell you that he doesn't know anything about football. Because when you say 4-4-3, definitely that is how many players, 11
That,
outfield players. So
yeah.
what will happen to the goalkeeper? So that means, 4-4-3. There is another coach that was asking if we have 3 points when we beat a team in FA Cup. I don't know who we beat that time. He doesn't know that after you win in a cup competition, you progress. It's not that 3 points. It's one of the, we have, unfortunately, the people in charge of our club, some of them don't really understand the football. Do you know, even in US, they don't relegate. There's no relegation. They don't even know that in UK, we can relegate. Soccer don't relegate. I don't think in US, I'm not very sure if they relegate in soccer. I don't think they have Division 2 in US. I'm not sure. I don't want to say what I'm not sure of on the
I
air.
think I think they have divisions. It's just that their own structure is different.
Yeah, the relegating ways is not the same with the one we do in the UK.
It's not
It's
well pronounced.
Yeah, it's no
Yeah.
weapon. So most of these people, they don't understand. And Egbali has given room for a more lecturing. He's a he's a calmer kind of owner,
Yeah.
that he really wants to compete with Abramovich. He wants to make the fans. Egbali is the one that listened to. Egbali is the one that wanted Osimhen. Egbali is the one that brought most Markel kind of signing.
Mm.
It's Egbali that does it. Todd Boehly is like, let us invest in the youth and the kind of business. So, and both of them, they are having disagreement. And now the media, somebody has mistakenly granted a kind of interview to one of the UK media, and that one has divulged that
Information.
information out to the media, to the public. Now they want to distract us. So what I'm trying to say, why I digress actually, is because we have to avoid every means of distraction. If the guys are distracted, it will be very, very brutal. So if we are not distracted on the paper, doctor, we are fine to
Mm.
be in top four. But if distraction come in,
Mm.
like again Bournemouth now, we go and play draw, or even Bournemouth can beat us. At the end of the day, we say 4 matches, 4 points. So
Mm.
4 matches, 4 points is a form of a team that will finish in number 7.
Mm.
4 matches, 4 points is not a top four.
Not number 7, not number 7, not number 7. Even number number 12. That's our number. Number 12. We love number 12. Do you remember? We stayed there for better part of last season. We were in number 12. It's like we had personalized the number. As a team, I think the players are also not sure of what's going to happen. What's going to happen? The next thing, the next morning, they are linking you with Strasbourg. These others, they've just created a mess. They have to clean up their mess. They have to make sure that they bring in the right players. They have to make sure that the players are not always afraid of saying where am I going to play tomorrow. We have Andre Santos who is even better than some of the people that we have in the squad currently, but he's playing at Strasbourg because there's no space for him. So what happens with such players? We have to, I don't know, but we have to sell players that are not performing. Mudrik, we have given Mudrik a lot of time and he has failed. Either he is supposed to go out on loan so that he regain his confidence or something like that. But bottom line is the owners, they don't have to get much to get involved much more in what is happening in the club. They don't know anything about football. Of course, Ekpali is better than Todd Bowley because I understand he is the one, yes, who is pushing for those big names signing, stopgap signings, whatever. Say we don't have a striker. Todd Bowley will say, let's go and buy David Washington from Brazil. He's going to grow up and score goals. Then Ekpali will say, let's take Osimhen. He's already scoring goals and he's proven. So I believe that if Todd Bowley steps down and Ekpali runs the thing, it's going to be much better. It's going to be very much better. Todd Bowley has been a disaster for these past 2 years. He's been something else. He has got many misses than hits.
Thank you, Mr. Mafia. But I want to thank Mr. Shegun Kwadeji. I think you were actually making some concluding remark before Mr. Mafia, just try to buttress some of the things you were saying. Do you want to conclude, Mr. Shegun Kwadeji?
Yes, I'm always here for you, sir. Actually,
and meanwhile,
I
to
don't
join
want.
it, to join
I
it
see.
with what you were saying, sorry, to connect it with what you were saying. Actually, the question I asked you was not what you are addressing, but what you are addressing is also important. I was
Yes.
asking you that what does what does a club stand to get financially? You were talking
Oh,
about
you didn't mention
financial.
financially, sir.
No, I didn't mention, but I was thinking that you will what? You will get it because you were discussing the financial part. We talk about, Mr. Mafia said, do we actually want to go for money or for trophy? And that was where you started your earlier discussion. And my further question was to what? Augment what you were discussing. That okay, what do we stand to gain? However, what you were discussing, I really love it because viewer at home will really know the basic statistics of what it takes for a club to qualify for Champions League. You have said that okay, we need to at least win 25 matches. I love those statistical information that you reel out during your earlier conversation. But actually, what I meant earlier was okay. Let us know what it takes financially for a club to be in Champions League. Now,
Okay,
okay, what
now
do they stand to gain?
let me quickly say it.
Mr. Kola, I greet you from my YouTube channel. Yeah, over to you.
Okay, let me quickly give the analysis of the financial advantage of being
Yeah.
in Champions League. Champions League is the topmost competition in Europe, and the participation alone from the group stage. Let's say you participate in the group stage. I remember that used to be about 25,000 pounds. £25,000 for participation alone, and the TV rights for every match they show on the TV, the club gets some feedback money too, because the club sell the rights for the, let's say, for the TV to come into their stadium and televise the match.
Okay.
To come into their stadium and televise the match for the TV right, they get some money, and for every match they win, for every every winning match in the group stage, there are some other contributory uh, financial money from the UEFA. So from every phase that they go, let's say the highest we reached in last 2 years, that was quarter final against Real Madrid. We
Yeah.
made a lot of money that year. We knocked Bayer Dortmund out in the second round,
Yeah.
and we reached the quarter final, and that is close to about 80, about if I'm not mistaken, close to about £1 million.
Hmm.
That's close to about £1 million for UEFA Champions League, uh, from the UEFA for qualifying. So for every phase that we are facing, from every
Hmm.
phase that we are advancing, there are
Hmm.
some advantages that we make. You understand?
Hmm.
And let's say we are able to reach from the group stage, we are able to reach the knockout stage. That should be close to, if I'm not mistaken, that should be close to, accumulatively, that should be close to about 30 to 50,000 pounds. That's a lot of money. And that is for, I'm talking about the TV right, and the from the UEFA. Talking
Okay.
about the tickets, the club sales too. They have their percentage. They have their percentage. The clubs playing at home, they have their percentage. So it's a very great advantage for clubs to play in the Champions League compared to conference and Europa League. Conference, there is not much money in conference, as you can see presently. Our conference matches, the home matches, the one that they will play, I think it's October 17th. I think September. After, I can't remember. I went to Stamford Bridge yesterday. Actually, I
Okay.
saw. Yeah, I went to Mega. I went. No, sorry. I went to.
I saw a video on your page. I
Yeah,
saw a
yeah, yeah.
preview. Yeah.
I just did one small. I did a lot of videos, but that's the only one I posted.
Okay.
So they are talking about 33 pounds to watch our home match against, is it Genk or and that Belgium team? Is it
It should
Genk
be
or
Jenk. It should be
yes,
Jenk.
yeah, about 35 pounds. That is the lowest ticket I will ever see in my life or for long time in
In
Stamford
Stamford
Bridge.
Bridge.
Not even a testimonial match. When they are playing testimonial match, they reduce the price. When they are
Yeah.
saying, let's say the legend are coming to play, or our female matches are also cheap. I say, oh my god, Conference League 32, 35 pounds. This is crazy. Hey, sea level, Chelsea. If you want to watch Champions League is expensive. It's expensive. If it's group stage, I know Champions League, the lowest you can see, the ticket you will see is I think it's the lowest you can see is around 60 to 70 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. If it is
And
knockout,
and the highest.
the highest is in the final. The final is always very expensive. The
Okay.
final is always the final they play in Lisbon. I remembered I didn't go, but I know people that went and people that bought tickets. The way they sell tickets, they will sell tickets to the away, I mean to the club. And if you are a season ticket holder, those are the first kind of people that will get tickets. Those one might be cheap, but if you are not a season ticket holder, you are just saying you are just going to Lisbon, you just want to go and watch, you want
Yeah.
to buy on a UEFA site, or you want to buy
Yeah.
it anywhere, it's close to about 200 pounds, about 200 to 250.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, just to watch 90 minutes match final, about 200 pounds, something you can watch in your house.
Bari.
It's very expensive. So for that is what I'm saying, that for you to reach final alone is a lot of money. As you see, Man City now, Man City is financially stable. That
They are
club
stable.
is well managed, very financial. All the 115 charges Arsenal fans are crying about, you will see the way they will deal with that issue. You will see that nothing will happen to them. No point deduction, nothing, absolutely nothing. Where the highest they will do, the highest that could happen to them is transfer ban. That is highest. They might give them transfer ban
But
or say they should.
there are some reports that indicate that there is possibility of point deduction.
For Man City,
Yes.
those are Arsenal fans carrying that rumor. You know, there are way people carry rumor. There are way people just initiate one nonsense news, and you see that what is this? What is this? What are they talking about? Man City, they won't deduct any point from Man City.
So we shall see, because I was told that they will make the judgment by October. So,
Doctor, let's wait and see. Nothing will happen to Man City.
but I know there is politics to everything.
Yeah,
They may
nothing will happen to
even
Man City.
they may
You know,
extend
even
judgment day.
Chelsea. One of the things I normally tell people that because my own take or submission is always different. People be like, Sheldon, why are you always different from what people are thinking? I will say, well, I always try to take my time to deeply check things. I know people have attacked these present owners. Oh, they don't want to pay, they don't want to do this. Why can't they pay Osimhen 400,000 that he wants? Why can't they do this for? I said, look, these people, not that they don't have the money, but things have changed. Do you remember that they banned us? There was a transfer window they banned Chelsea recently. That is one of the result of poorly managed transfer. I think poorly managed transfer of one Kalakuta. What's the name of that guy? Kakuta from France. They brought one guy from Kakuta. It's a Kakuta guy, 16 years old Kakuta from France. I don't know, maybe you know the guy. One Kakuta like that. I see Kakuta. You know, there is Chimbonda. There is another one from Belgium. You know, those boys, they just, they penalize us. They gave us transfer ban. Thank God it was transfer ban. That is one of the atrocities made during Abramovich, because Abramovich doesn't send anybody. Abramovich want to buy anybody. Sometimes he even pay their tax. He paid their tax. He carried them around, take them on trips. When they win match, sometimes he just give them money, put money into their account separately from the salary. He has the passion. But unlike these owners don't take it easy when they don't win. They don't take it easy with those boys because they want to win every match. Yes, they want to win. They feel like, why are we paying you and you are not? For them not to be in top four now, there is a tactical reduction of their salary. Most of the new players, all these Enzo, Modric, the rest of them, they are not paying them their full salary for not being in Champions League, because there is always a clause in their contract. And that clause, some of them, I know they have their lawyers that have read it before they sign. But yet, it's a way of business that if you play well, that is what they do. If you play well, if you are winning, if you qualify, if you win the league or you do something, we will increase your salary. Unlike the previous owner. So, in a nutshell, sir, it is good to be in Champions League. And in fact, that's why, some people will say top four is better than FA. Have you heard it before, sir?
Of course.
Top four. Doctor, if we qualify for top four this season, do you know our people will celebrate? Even we fans might celebrate it.
Yeah.
We will celebrate, Doctor. We will celebrate.
Mr. Kola on YouTube said, if you don't want to pay Prime, why do you want to compete with the big boys? Just what you were talking about, the difference between Torboli, Egbali, and Abramovich. I think that was why Mr. Kola wrote that.
That if they don't want to pay our players.
No, you were talking about the passion that Abramovich had when he was what? So, and he can pay for any players.
Yes, yes.
So I think that's the reason why Kola is writing that.
Abramovich, the type of owner, is what Egbali would have been. And Egbali's eyes seems to be on the 100%. He wants to be in the control of everything. He has money, from what I heard.
He's thinkingly rich.
Yeah, he's very, very rich. So he can take the control. I think he's thinking of taking the control of everything. He wants to take the control of everything. Though he has handed over the transfer and everything to Joe Sheed and the rest. But the truth of the matter is that he's a kind of owner that doesn't fancy all these Omo KKK that Todd Boehly and the rest were recruiting before.
At least his body is telling us that okay, the way the kind of the body messages that are coming from the way he's talking and the way he looks, the gesture, that okay, this one has a similar resemblance of Abramovich.
Yeah, Toboli is a joke.
So Toboli, I think, is his own mentality is investment oriented. So
Investment oriented. Yeah,
yeah,
that is just the difference between the two of them.
yes, and when you have someone who is investment oriented and you have someone who
Doctor, let me be honest with you. If left for me,
Mm,
if not that it will cause another distraction, if left for
mm,
me,
mm.
these people should just sell our clubs to Arabic country. I mean, company. All these Arabia, all these people from the Middle East.
And you
I would
think that
prefer
you think that will happen so soon?
it. No, I know it won't happen. I know it won't. It won't happen even in the next 3 or 4 years.
Uh-huh.
But I would have loved Arabic owners than. So you see, Arabic. If it was to be Arabic owners, Doctor Thomas
Mm.
Tuchel might still be in charge of Chelsea.
Very, very possible.
Peter Cech and Sharapova, or what's the name of that woman? They might still be in
Mm.
charge of Chelsea. These ones, they just came and I don't know, to be honest. They came, gave blank check, we start buying players. That's the beginning. We started buying players like
Oh,
Sterling,
mm,
Fofana, Cucurella, the rest, all of them. I know there was problem, and the way they ship out all our players, all the
mm,
players, most staff of Stamford Bridge, the way things are. Even if some of the guys at the gate from the west gate,
mm.
when they are talking, you will know that those guys are not happy. Those guys
You
are not
you
happy.
really like that Westgate too.
Yeah, those guys are not happy, doctor. Those guys are not. Only that they don't want to talk. You will know that they don't really enjoy this owner. They don't enjoy this owner. These Arabic owners, oh my god. Not that
So
they will be
you
spending spendthrift. Not that they will be
so
spending anyhow, but
you just
they will.
to conclude what we focus on this live session before we move to other things.
Okay,
That
sir.
we believe that okay, what is happening between our owners is a professional thing. Is a natural thing that is bound to happen when two
Yes.
people are involved in business. So
Yes,
it's just
definitely.
that the media has used that opportunity to exaggerate things.
Yes. People they just want to exaggerate and distract the
Yes, to
players.
distract our players. So
Mm.
out there, I think it was Ben Jacob that was saying that okay, what is what the relationship between Begali and Todd Bowley still remains professional. Uh, but that was the word that was used by Ben Jacobs. That's okay. Their relationship still remain professional, and for us here, and for me, what I said was what you are also saying now. What I had said earlier. I know there is no smoke without fire. So something has happened. Even Kola even as because that was what I said earlier when I started this program. I said there's no smoke without fire. So something must have happened, and that's why all the reports now that we have around the world today they are talking about what Toboli and Egbali. That okay, something's fishing with respect to the relationship
Doctor,
between. Yeah.
doctor, I really feel for Enzo Maresca, honestly, because there are two saga now. Just how many months it started? Just
Yeah,
2 months.
two
The
months.
racism saga and the ownership saga. This is very sad. This is very sad. That is very sad, honestly. The way the guy really want to deliver.
Hmm.
The guy want to deliver. I just believe that we talk to the players because now the players are on international break.
Yeah.
Now most of them will be coming back on Wednesday.
Hmm.
Some will be coming from the South America. You know how far South America is to
Very far.
England.
Very far. Very far.
And
Very.
the heart of the team, the two heart of the team, Enzo and Caicedo, those are the heart, irreplaceable.
They
They
will
are going.
arrive late. They will even arrive late.
They will still arrive late. and we are playing on Saturday evening. We are traveling to south. We are traveling to south of England. Where they are going is even far. Bournemouth is in the south. It's not even easy. Then they travel down to south again on Saturday morning to go and get ready for a team that most of his players did not even travel to anywhere.
That's tricky. That's tricky.
Bournemouth players, none, or let me say 80% of their players are there in Bournemouth now, training every day and preparing seriously for Saturday match next week. And they will be more ready than us.
Of course. How many players are were in the training on Tuesday?
We have Nkuku. Nkuku was there. Tosin Adarabioyo was there. Badashile was there. Disasi was there. Sancho was there. Nkuku was there. Gui was there as well. And who is it? I saw most of them. But I know if the coach wants actually to do well, I think like if possible, you should start majorly people that didn't travel.
And if he doesn't start with if he doesn't start with people that we know, the normal 11 squad, and if something boomerangs, that would be a problem. That would be a problem.
Well, Palmer is back already. Palmer is back. And
so for me, I agree with what you just said. That it should stick with
people like Madueke did. No, I don't think England are traveling to anywhere. I think they are playing at home. I think they will be playing in Wembley.
Yeah, I saw his video with Bukayo when they were trying to challenge themselves to play short. I think that the next 5 matches will really tell us where we are going.
Yeah, we have to assess ourselves after 10 matches, basically, because the first 10 matches of the season of the league always lead people towards the Christmas. And the first 10 matches, at least, Chelsea must have at least, out of the first 10 matches, at least 20 points. At least. That is if it is worst.
Kola, what do you mean? Are you talking about Enzo Fernandez or Enzo Maresca? You know we have 2 Enzo now. But I take a guess that you are talking about Enzo Maresca because of what Mr. Segun Okpadeji is saying.
What did he say? I can't read it very well.
Okay, he said Enzo is a yes man. Then he put ... meaning that, okay, there are some other things that he wanted to say. He's a gate man for the Clank Lake. That's what he said.
It doesn't look like the way we see it. Enzo can never be a yes man. Italian man doesn't become a yes man. Never. All the Italians I've met, they are always controversial and troublesome. They don't do yes man. The way it's just like why many people are saying that is because Sterling is leaving. Let's be honest to ourselves. There are some of the players that they ask them to leave, that they just need to leave if really want to go forward, doctor. Sterling was selfish last season.
Too selfish.
He was being paid the highest and he was offering absolutely nothing. Sterling is supposed to be doing what Palmer was doing last season. And now look at Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell will play without any physical contact and he will walk out, and the next thing we hear is that he has gone to the hospital for 3 months, 2 months. What are we? And because of him, we sold a very, very good and very talented Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall is a very good player, attacking wise, defensively. In fact, this present tactics, this present style we are playing, Lewis Hall will have played it very, very well. We sold him because there is no space for them. He amassed in the same way. We can't continue. We can't continue like that, doctor. We can't continue. And then, well, for Chalobah, I know people believe that because of towards the end of the last season, Chalobah was available, but even Chalobah too was injured for the major part of the season. And we have, I don't know, but the way people think the coach coach remove some player. They believe that it's the owner that told him, "Oh yeah, remove Sterling." There would have been a meeting actually that how are we going to reduce the players or replace some non-performing players. There will be a meeting. I know the owners are aware that Sterling and the rest will be removed. So this is not a matter of yes, sir. I don't think it's a matter of yes, sir. But the way people see it, they said it's yes, sir. Well,
I want to believe that there will be changes. There will be changes. Without the changes we start is what I don't know. Because when you are new to a system, the different thing will be happening. We are not used to this system now. All this taka, and we just started a few months ago. And I feel that what we need is for us to just be focused. We need to be focused. That's the way I see things now.
Yeah, we had a very disappointing last match against Crystal Palace. I kept watching that match almost every now and then, and what I see is that the coach just need to talk to the guys. Don't be selfish. Nkuku was selfish at a point. Supposed to
I'm here, Mr. If you see me, I just changed battery. So
no problem.
I'm hearing.
Go on, doctor.
Unless you want me to go for a short break, then I create awareness when I
okay, maybe you can do that.
Okay. All right.
Okay, sir.
Victor Zimmer, welcome to Turkey. Victor Zimmer, welcome to Turkey. Victor Zimmer, welcome to Galatasaray. Ọmọ tí kú ò gbọdọ̀ pa ni, ọmọ tárùn ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe ni. Agbábọ́lá, break it down. Osimhen, 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 Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Welcome to Galatasaray. Glorious Chakabo. Omologo Cabo. V09 Cabo. Osimhen. Yeah, Victor.
Yes, we are welcome back to my live session on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. My name is Benga Folanya, and Mr. Segun Okpadeji, Mr. Mafia from Zimbabwe. Mr. Segun Okpadeji is from the UK. He lives very close to Crystal Palace, and he's a blue soldier as well. Mr. Mafia from Zimbabwe is also a blue soldier. And we have been talking about what is really happening between Chelsea co-owners, that Belly and Todd Bowley. And that's what we have been saying, for more than 2 hours now. Of course, they were here and there digressions, but actually we are still coming back to the main theme for this live session. Me and Mr. Mafia. I don't think maybe he's still online now. I didn't even know when he left. But I know Mr. Mafia spoke extensively about what our co-owners have done in the last 2 years, and talk about the changes they have brought in to Chelsea, And even though he frowns at the changes, all the changes that they have made, especially especially the changes they made on transfers, we are what they ensure that all the experienced players in Chelsea, exited Chelsea. That there was a massive exodus of our experienced players. Of course, some of them are old. So, but they left Chelsea, massively, you know, and as a result of the changes brought in by our new owners, and those changes, impacted. Those changes had impact on the way we play, on the kind of results we are getting. And that's what we have been discussing. And we will look at it from different perspectives. Actually, we look at people that we have bought in the last 2 years. We look at the players who have come to Chelsea, players who have left Chelsea. We look like the kind of results that we have been having. In fact, Mr. Kola on YouTube, on YouTube said also said a lot of stuff. When Mr. Segun Padeji was saying that, okay, if the club were to be left in the hands of Egbali, honestly, it would have been like we now have another Abramovich, because he's a big fan of big players. He's a big fan of players that can make things happen. But Todd Boehly is an investment-oriented man. He's an investment-oriented man who just wants us to invest on young players. There have been a lot of people who have talked extensively on that. The relationship between our co-owners, same professional, but they have rifts here and there. And Mr. Just to buttress what I said about different opinions that both our co-owners have. When I talk about Egbali, fancying big players, is a fan of big players who can make things happen. Mr. Kola said that if you don't want to pay prime, why do you want to compete with the big boys? So this was a response to what Mr. Segun Padeji was saying when he was actually distinguishing between personality traits of Egbali and Todd Boehly, but their personality traits with respect to transfer. So how they react to transfer, what they desire for transfer, how they want transfer to to happen. What is the nature of transfer they want? What is the nature of players they want? What is the pedigree of players they want? So those are the things that Mr. Segun Padeji put into consideration, and also Mr. Kola also corroborated it, that corroborated with the view shared by Mr. Segun Padeji, that if you don't, we are having the kind of results that we are having because maybe we have refused to embrace the ethos that Abramovich left behind. And that was why we said that, okay, if you don't want to pay prime, ... why do you want to compete with the big boys? So if we can pay for all these big fishes, then why are we saying that we want to compete with the likes of Manchester City, with the likes of Liverpool? Arsenal is not a club. It's not. It's just Arsenal is just just ordinary mid table club that is now getting there now. Mid-table club that is now getting there. Don't let me call them mid-table anyway. They are not mid. Banter aside, they are not mid, but they have not yet gotten to the level of Chelsea. I mean, status level of Chelsea. Even though they make mouth, they have yet to get to the status level of Chelsea. You could see that in the last 2-3 seasons. For many seasons, I think for more than 10 years. For more than 10 years, the club was not even interested. They could not qualify for Champions League. They could not qualify for Champions League, and they were just struggling. And to top it up, they have not even won Champions League before. So, but you see them and their fans making mouth here and there. So when I'm talking about big boys that Mr. Kola not settings mentioned, I am talking about big boys in Manchester City, big boys in Liverpool. So I consider Liverpool, Manchester. Well, Man U is trying anyway. Maybe we can put Man U there. So those are the three clubs I can say that okay, they have big club. Two of them have big boys, but Manchester irú kan náà ni gbogbo wọn jàre. Kò sí tátà lójú yànyàn, as we say in Yoruba. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó wà fún Man U. Ariwo náà ni gbogbo ẹ̀. So those are the things that we have been discussing. So I expect Mr. Segun Padeji to come back, but if he doesn't come back in the next 10 minutes, I may need to wrap up the live session for today because we have discussed a lot of things. I want to use this medium also to thank everyone on YouTube, on Twitter. On YouTube now, we still have okay, I think maybe it's only Color that is on YouTube now, but there was a time we had some 7 or 8 people watching on YouTube, and now, my Facebook page is having issue with Facebook. They have come with their annual problem again. To their machine, their AI will just be working abnormally sometimes, and we randomly pick a post that okay, that post is against their community guideline. Meanwhile, it was a post about Chelsea team. You pick a post that is not even showing anybody. So that's and because of that, I've tried to create a backup Facebook page, which also bears my name, Dr. Benga Folayan, Roman Figure 2. So please, I want to appeal to all my followers on Facebook. Please follow that backup page. Follow it. Facebook is funny, and that's why honestly, Twitter is better. There is freedom on Twitter, and their machine, their AI, their robot doesn't behave anyhow. But on Facebook, you see all this, and this is what they do every year. What they have been doing it for almost 3 years. I've created that page for 4 years. So when the page enters the second year and it was growing, the Facebook started misbehaving. They would just pick a post and would just say, this one is against, we'll remove it below. And when you see that post may just be in fact, all the 3 posts that they have flagged in the last 3 years, they are Chelsea post. Posts that is Chelsea related. Those were the posts that they flagged. And you don't know the funniest thing? After what they flag it now, they will not come after like 4 months or 5 months that they are apologizing. They will send me an apology email. And that's what they have been doing. But I believe that if any Facebook staff is watching the program, which I know that sometimes they censor live program randomly. If they are listening now, I think they should do their investigation and they will see the post. So, and because of that, it has actually impacted the reach. And that was what made me to just create another backup page. So I want to implore all my followers on Facebook to follow that page. I want to also powerfully implore all Blue Soldiers, all Chelsea fans on Facebook, or to follow my backup page. I want to thank my people, my family on Twitter. I find it romantic to call it Twitter, not S app again, even though they are now known as S. That is not romantic. Twitter is romantic. The way I call it Twitter is romantic, but S is just normative. S sounds normative, so it does not sound romantic. So I want to thank all Chelsea fans, my followers, my fans on Twitter. I want to thank them. Also, I've been unable to pick my fans, my followers on TikTok. They want me to also add TikTok to it, but it's not actually possible. Maybe because there are a lot of changes going on in the app I'm using for streaming. They have you could see that even is now the way the quality of my video was before is now different, because now I'm now using 1080 full HD. So they change it, and also there is even 4K resolution, but that 4K resolution is a bit expensive for me. So hopefully this is just free, and I really want to thank StreamYard. They have not paid for advert anyway, but I just want to tell everyone, what they have done for me. So, and I really appreciate they sent a mail to me, and I know maybe is a mail to everyone. They sent a mail to me that is gonna be free for me. So they moved me from 720 to 1080, which is actually, and they said that it's gonna be free for me because I've been with them for a while, and I think that that's cool because I could see the difference now. I could see the difference between this resolution and the earlier resolution. So there's a difference between 1080 FHD 720. There's there's a clear difference between them. So, and I could imagine how 4K is going to be. The 4K resolution of will be, of course, far more cleaner than this. And but well. Money big kini kan bá ṣe mọ láṣeṣe, it's no support now, but I know support will come later. So let's do it the way we can do it. So I want to thank everyone on TikTok. Or maybe in the future, StreamYard also we include TikTok. They have included Instagram, but I'm sorry, I'm not an Instagram person. So of course I'm on Instagram, but I'm not an Instagram person. It's only Facebook. You see me being active on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. So Instagram, I'm there, but not active. Not active. Not active. I want to thank all you guys on YouTube. I want to thank Kola today. I want to thank Chelsea View, who also joined my live session from Washington, D.C. So I don't know where Kola North is. Maybe it's from Canada, or I don't know whether he's in Nigeria. I don't know. Kola, if you are hearing me, of course, I know you. Let me see whether Kola is still there. So if you are hearing me, may I know where are you watching me from? That would be nice to know. Chelsea views will normally join from Washington D.C. Mr. Shegun Padeji joins from the UK, and Sport Talk Arena joins from Belarus, and Mr. Emmanuel also joins from the UK. There are a lot of panelists who also join from Nigeria, from Kenya, from Liberia, from Sierra Leone. Yes. Yeah, that's just it. I want to thank everyone who have participated into this live session. I so much thank you, and I also thank people who are also Facebook followers who are connecting with my backup page on Facebook. And last but not the least, I want to thank all the commenters for today's live session. I want to thank you so much. I know there has been there has been no comment from Facebook followers because of the impact of what the machine of Facebook is doing presently at the moment. So, but I know there will be changes. I believe that there will be changes later on. I checked the metrics before I started this program, and it was just surprising. It was surprising to me that the metrics has changed a bit. So when you look at the reach before, my reach was around 20 million, and the reach now has dropped to 9 million, and it's still reducing. And a few minutes before I started this program, I could see just slight change. I believe when they do their investigation, they will still write their normal apology letter. But the kind of impact that would have had on the effort we put in every day, and I know it's not only me. This happened to all the content creators out there. That Facebook will just come in one night and dabaru everything you have been doing. Of course, we do not have power to challenge Facebook because the platform belongs to them. But sometimes it's good to be fair in this kind of business. TikTok is really trying, and who knows? Maybe in the next few months, I might migrate to TikTok or migrate to only Twitter if all these things continue to happen. Twitter, of course, thank God for what Chelsea fans have done for me on Twitter, because on Twitter before I only had maybe 1,000 something followers, and Chelsea fans and my followers on Twitter, people who love my content, all of a sudden. But let me tell you, it's a Chelsea thing. When Chelsea supports you, just know that God is supporting you. Yeah. When Chelsea supports you, just know that God is supporting you. When Chelsea on Twitter supports you, just know that it is God. The voices of blue soldiers on Twitter, I see those voices as the voices of God. I'm not relegating God. Yeah, when God wants to answer you, you will see the voices of Chelsea fans on Twitter, aggregating together, connecting together to support you. You just see them many people, many great influential people, influential Chelsea soldiers on Twitter. The likes of and those of them, those who are not even Chelsea fans, like Poja, I don't think Poja is a Chelsea fan. I think he's a Man U fan. But Poja, you see, sometimes share my content. We see one of the influential Chelsea fans, Lewis. Lewis also, in fact, nobody should. nobody need to tell me before I know that Lewis really love me so much. In fact, he loves me so much that he uses my music for all his program on YouTube. So, and we have a lot of big Chelsea fans like that who even they have more than 100,000 followers on TikTok. When you see the likes of I want to remember this my brother also. Whoa, is if you want correct banter, just go and check out his page, his timeline on Twitter. I've forgotten what is the name of this brother. I have a few of them who I can still remember them, but how I forgot his name. Let me see if I can still remember his. There was a time also Yaba left online, also share my posts, my content. They share my content. A lot of people share my content that they don't even I don't know, because they don't tag me. If I'm tagged, of course I will know that, okay, they share my content. I want to find his name. It's one of the correct brothers on Twitter. I've gotten his name. Elvis Tunde. Elvis Tunde, my brother on Twitter. Elvis Tunde is a correct guy. He's a correct guy. Elvis Tunde is a correct guy. Among all the Chelsea soldiers, Chelsea Blue Soldiers. When I say Blue Soldiers, I'm talking about Chelsea supporters, Chelsea fans, whatever you want to call it, on Twitter. You cannot undermine the influence of Elvis Tunde. No. Tunde na correct guy. Elvis Tunde na correct guy. And he's a Omotan Koda Dani. No. He's a he's a correct guy when it's come to banter. His banter normally his banter they suits me. If you see the way he normally bring Arsenal to the mud, he brings them down to the mud level. He brings them down. If he starts his bantering stuff, àwọn ọmọ Arsenal yẹn wà kàn rí wọn gbogbo wọn á kàn sẹ̀ǹpẹ́ ni wọ́n á sẹ̀ǹpẹ́ when every Sunday is talking. If he starts his banter like this, and meanwhile tó bá ti lọ ó ti lọ nìyẹn. That's every Sunday for you. Tó bá ti lọ ó ti lọ nìyẹn. Every Sunday, no, he's a professor of banter. He's a professor of banter studies. If you tell every Sunday, I say that he's a professor of banter studies. Yeah, banter studies in Chelsea department. So every Sunday is a correct man, and you see his content. His content is weaved. All his contents are weaved around Chelsea and even football as well. Not only Chelsea. Sometimes his content educates. His content his content educates. His content it also teases. It teases our rivals, and with Omar Wak Belu dynamite in his banter with the dynamite. And you will see from his content that this guy is is brilliant and is respectful. That's one about Tunde. When it comes to himself now, not as a Chelsea supporter, as one of the stakeholders of Chelsea supporter, Chelsea, one of Chelsea fan base in Nigeria. Tunde is an icon to reckon with. Yes, it's an icon to reckon with. Maybe if you don't hear me very well. So he's doing fine. He's doing fine, and he's there just to support me. I don't know Tunde from anywhere. He's Tunde. Every Tunde is like a head knot. Tunde head knot on Instagram for Chelsea Chelsea fan base. He may not have because someone like Elvis Tunde is supposed to have like 1 million followers on Twitter, but he's getting there. At the moment, he has 141.9 K followers, but he's getting there. He's a great influencer for our club on S app. So, and we have a number of Lewis. I told you about Lewis as well. And also, I told you about Poja. Poja is not, I don't think Poja is a Chelsea fan, but Poja, you see the way you see the way they embrace my content. Poja sometimes, maybe randomly, I've seen him posting my content twice. So, and I want to thank everyone. I want to thank all Chelsea fans on Twitter. Oh God, they mean so much to me. They mean the world to me, When 1.4, I was maybe 1,100 and something, and they made it happen. And the way they celebrated my birthday this year, was powerful. I never expected that, but they did it, and everywhere. I've just sọ̀rọ̀ kékeré kan ni, and before I knew it, boo! When I saw more than 600 people sharing something I just wrote, that mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run àbí something like that, and before you know it, boo! So I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you. So this is where I'm going to wrap up today's live session. Thank you for your support. I appreciate. I appreciate you so much, and I wish you happy weekend. We shall see later today. It's already Saturday, Saturday and 6:53 a.m. Again, people on YouTube, I thank you. We have 3 people on YouTube now. If caller not settings is there, just say I, because I want to say something about caller. If caller is there, say I. And before I lastly, I've said lastly like twice now. Lastly, and this one will be loud. Lastly, final. Lastly, I want to thank the good people of Turkey. I want to thank good people of Turkey. When I just write song. I write my song based on how I feel, based on news around sometimes, or based on what I've heard, or based on the reality of life, or based on the funny things I see around, or maybe based on the humanitarian project that some of our players have actually done. So it's not only Chelsea players I sing for. I sing for even people that are not players that are not Chelsea players, that are not Chelsea players. Like I once sang for Sadio Mane. This is it. For those of you.
Mane is a king, a transformer from Bambali. We are just so natural. We are so proud of you, Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane.
You could see that it's not actually Chelsea players that I sing for. It's not actually Chelsea players that I sing for. I sing for players who have distinguished themselves. Especially when it's come to human development, when it's come to humanitarian projects. So, or maybe peace building, maybe peacemaking, maybe conflict resolution. Just like what happened during the time when Drogba uses what his status, to go to warring areas in Cote d'Ivoire and stop the war. So that's the kind of thing that's why. I may not be popular, but a time is coming. Maybe this generation, maybe generation to come, that my works will have meaning to them. Not, of course, I don't see myself as a celebrity. I don't think I've gotten to that level. No, I don't think I've gotten. I'm just being a lion. That's who I am, and I'm trying in my own way, in my own unique way. And when you are doing this, some people will not like it, and some people will like it. So, if you hate my work, there's no problem. If you like my work, there's no problem. I appreciate you. So I appreciate your appreciation. That's the concluding remark I will leave in this live session. I appreciate the appreciation of all Turkish nationals who have appreciated my work on Osimhen. The work, that song is going viral on TikTok, and honestly, I didn't see any special thing on that song, but people know what they want in all the content we are putting out there, in all my songs I'm putting out. When I did this song, I didn't even know that about Osimhen, because someone who is very close to Osimhen told me that what is really happening now has affected the psyche of Osimhen. Has affected the psyche of Osimhen, that I may be having even mental issue. I just felt that, okay, I need to put something out there. It's not say fast beat stuff. It's just I was just talking, and it's just it's a freestyle. It was a freestyle song, but people really love it. It was a freestyle. Oh, Alagbe Anoluwa. It's been a while, Mr. Alagbe Anoluwa. It's been a while. Thank you. I just did this. I just stand strong.
Stand strong, Osimhen. Stand strong. Kò sẹ́dá tó dàgbà ju àṣìṣe lọ o. Osimhen, stand strong. Victor ọmọ akíní ó gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀rù, ó gbọ́dọ̀ ṣojo. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, Victor, you go rise again. Stand strong, Osimhen. Stand strong. Kò sẹ́dá tó dàgbà ju àṣìṣe lọ o. Osimhen, stand strong. A ò rírú ẹ̀yìn rí o. Ẹ̀rù la máa fi ń dábàrà wa o. Glory is coming. Your glory is coming, oh. Glory is coming. Your glory is coming from your Redeemer, oh.
So I never even knew that. Osimhen will actually move to Turkey. I never knew when I released this song, because I released this song, and two days after, Osimhen to Turkey happened. Osimhen's loan move to Turkey happened. So, and one of the key words from this song is that it should stand strong, and his glory is coming from his Redeemer. And I thank God that God answered that prayer. His glory came from his Redeemer. His glory came. If you see the way Osimhen was celebrated in Turkey, that video, I don't like to use people's video because I don't want copyright issues. If you see me the way I use other people's video, I use it minimally, because I don't want problem. So that's why I cannot show the video on my channel. But if you go to the YouTube or Facebook and watch that video, I know you will think that you are watching what Hollywood movie. The way they celebrated Osimhen, that's glory on his own. That's glory. So it's Osimhen's redeemer eventually gave him that glory, brought back that glory, and I wish him a good luck in Turkey. I want him to do well. It's painful that he never chose Chelsea. It's painful that he turned down the Chelsea offer, but that has happened, and it has gone. It's a bygone issue for me. So I wish him well in Turkey. I want him to have a nice time in Turkey. At least he will be in Turkey for the next couple of months. And I want him to dazzle there. I wish him well. And I'm happy that his redeemer, just like I was saying in this song where I said,
Glory is coming home. Glory is coming. Glory is coming from your redeemer.
So that was what I said. I was saying that, okay, his glory is coming. And his glory came just within that week. So, and what I said before I showed this song is that sometimes I just look at, I just sample, issues happening around within the ecosystem of football. I just pick it, especially. It does not mean whether you are in Nigeria or not. Sadio Mane, this song, Sadio Mane, is not what
many African youth look up to you. Steady where you are, King Sadio Mane. We are so glad to have a man like you.
You could see Sadio Mane is not actually even a Nigerian. So I don't do Nigerian thing. I do what? Humanitarian thing. Maybe you should know today. I do humanitarian thing. Humanitarian things that affect the welfare of football ecosystem, that affect the women, Africans, sport-loving Africans, affect even Africans generally, that affect Black people, Black nation, and everyone around the world. Not only Black, everyone, all the football-loving fans in the football family. So, and sometimes because my work also is tied to social justice, it's tied to social transformation. So you see me just picking stuff, and that's how I don't do love. Of course, I know how to sing love music. Don't think that I don't know. I know. It's just not my thing, and I know my age does not actually align with that. So if I begin to say it now, some people will just misinterpret it. They will misinterpret it if I'm singing like if I'm in the area of love song that have been sung by Davido and Coast, I love all those, their music. I can sing all those stuff. Of course, my musical career didn't pick up on time. So at this moment, sometimes your age will make you to stay away from some things. So that's why I carve out a niche for myself around football, social transformation, using music, to enjoy yourself as a therapy. Of course, that's why you see me singing Tugba. Some of you who do not know that I sing Tugba too. People invite me for occasions here in Australia too. So I sing a lot of Tugba songs. Recently, Western Australian government invited me to a particular regional area here where I sang for people who are celebrating, the multiculturalism, the multicultural food, food by people from different countries. the government, the Western Australian government invited me to come and perform for them. The Aboriginals, people from different nations, China, Taiwan, Nigeria, Cameroon, Sudan, all of them. They were duly represented in that. It was a big program. I didn't know. I only took one camera there, and it's so painful. I think would have seen a lot of people in that program, but I only took one camera there. I only took one camera, and the camera was just facing me. We could not cover the crowd. But of course, they brought they brought some videographers, but of course, I may not have time to be requesting for that kind of clip. It's very easy when you take your stuff there and you record. I'll be able to, but you can go to my channel and see, how big that event was. But I thank God. Yeah, also, so I sing in occasions, and I look forward. If I'm called tomorrow to come and sing for FIFA, I will come, and it will surprise you the way I will dazzle. If I'm called tomorrow by CAF, I will perform if beyond your expectation. If I come tomorrow to come and sing, even in Australia here, or Nigeria, or I can travel anywhere, because I'm a dual citizen, so I can just take my Australian passport and travel wherever you want to invite me to. Also, if it is Africa, I take my Nigerian passport. I travel, so it's very quick. So for those who may be thinking that, okay, maybe you want me to come and sing, I can sing you. I can sing in an event. I can sing. I sing for people who are celebrating marriages. I see. It's just that I may not want to say some vulgar things like other artists too. That's why there are preferences. I sing my songs. I sing general songs that are reasonable, and I also try to mix it with. Of course, you know that my take is high life, purely high life, Afro high life, and because I'm of my age, I may not be able to be saying some things. So it's not that I'm conservative or what. Tungba now. For those people who know Tungba, I'm from Yoruba ethnic group in Nigeria. Of course, I'm in Nigeria. I don't like to talk about tribal stuff, but from the ethnic extraction where I hail from, I like party. And bear party. We love party. We love party. Baje. If I could still see some of my video where we did party, if I can see some of them, yeah, I will just use it, and you see where I've sang, live. It just be live. Melbourne. I've been invited to Melbourne to different. Been invited to Melbourne. Okay, this was the first show in Australia, and it was my first show in Melbourne. That was maybe 4 or 5 years ago. This was my first show. So that's my first show in Melbourne, because I live far away from Melbourne, actually. I have to take flight if I want to travel to Melbourne to perform. So for you to know that it's not a road trip, no, I have to fly. So they invited me. People in Melbourne invited me to come and sing, and that's kind of things that you see me do. I still sing. I have a show next week. Next week that we gonna be 19 or 20. So I have a show, I think 20. So I have a show like that. I've done a lot of shows. I've done a lot of, so I do behind the scene. I do a lot of shows. It's just that I don't bring them to the fore. So, but if you follow me on YouTube, you will see me posting all these things. You see me posting all of them. So, if it is performance, I do it. It will surprise you. You think that because this man is old, I cannot. No, and because I shoot most of my videos in my studio. Because I don't have that time to be moving around. I wish to move around to shoot videos. I wish to move around to shoot videos, but because of my busy schedules, I just shoot most of my video from my studio. You see me sitting down. Me sitting down does not mean I don't know to dance. So I don't know to perform or like all this Davido stuff that you see. If you know me from my prime days when I used to sing in CAC Okemole Agbowo Ibadan, you can go and ask. So you can go and ask. Yes, I started my music career from the church. I started my music career from the church in 1993. So if you know me then, you will know that I know they play with performance at all on the stage. In fact, I started with live performance on the stage. So stage thing is a natural thing for me. But when I get to the stage, you see the creative side of me. But one thing is that age will not allow me to sing some song now. So that's just the caveat I will put out there. And here in Australia, we also have some other people also who sing who are younger. So we see some people who would prefer them to me, and we see some people. So we all have our own fans, and I don't have problem with anybody. So another thing that I have to leverage on what I do is what I'm versatile. I can switch over to any genre. Yeah, that's one of those things. The only thing I don't want to do is to be singing love song. Love song, and you'll be showing some scenes like that. My age will not permit me to do that. My philosophy will not also permit me to do that. I cannot be showing the breast, to be showing all the carnages, to be showing all those stuff, or to people want to see yans, all those that I can. It's just a principle. I'm beyond that now. So my age, the kind of people. Don't forget that I'm a teacher too. So I will not, and my wife wouldn't like that. So.
Victor Zimmer, welcome to Turkey. Victor Zimmer, welcome to Turkey. Victor Zimmer, welcome to Galatasaray. Ọmọ tí kú ò gbọ́dọ̀ pa ni, ọmọ tárùn ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ni. Agbábọ́lá, break it down. Osimhen, 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 Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Welcome to Galatasaray. Glorious Jakabo. Ọmọ ológo káàbọ̀. V09 káàbọ̀. Osimhen. Yeah, Victor.
Yes, that's just all about what I'm saying. I can perform for any occasion, for any event. I can perform anywhere. I can perform. Thank God. As a dual citizen, I can fly anywhere. Yes, I can fly anywhere. So if maybe there was someone who was having a chat with me recently, he wanted me to come and sing. He's a die-hard Chelsea fan in the US. So he's planning to do his wedding. He's planning to do his wedding next year. So, and he wants me to come around to sing. So he was just asking about the logistics, and what we talk about it, and I said there's a particular track I want you to sing on my wedding day. I was just laughing. He said, I've told my wife, and my wife also loves you. He said, my wife to be loves you so much as well, that he loves your song. I mean, she loves your song, but she's not a Chelsea fan. That I love that song. I said, what song is that? Give us a win, yo. I said, give us a win. This is the song he was talking about. Give us a win. And I laugh that day. I laugh. Give us a win, give us a win. This is the song he was talking about, actually.
United we rise. The banters they throw, we are rising again. No matter the cost.
So that's the song he was talking about. I just laugh. That's why will you be singing? Give us a win in the wedding. He said, hey, bro, honestly, just give me that track. Give me that track. Give me I Am a Chelsea Fan. No. Those two tracks, then what? Begin to sing your tumba. I said, because of two songs, I will now fly to US. I said, I am using that song to send banter to what? To Arsenal's to Arsenal fan base in the US. I was just laughing. He said, I mean it, bro. You are coming. I said, whatever you want. We talk about it. He said, God will take care of the logistics, but you are coming. Say it's okay. So, I can fly anywhere if you are thinking about that. I can. I move around here in Australia, and Australia is not connected like Europe. Australia is like this, because there are it's not connected. Let me put it like Europe is cyclic. Europe is circular. When it's Europe is like it form a circle like that. So it's connected. You see, if you, for example, for those who know the Netherlands very well, you see Düsseldorf to Eskende. Düsseldorf is Germany, but Eskende is what? The Netherlands. And just a train. You just move there. You move to Düsseldorf. From Düsseldorf, in fact, if you have a nice bike, because throughout my stay in the Netherlands, I didn't have a car. I only had the different bicycles. So you could even ride to Germany from Eskinde. If you are very good at riding or you love it, you could ride from Eskinde to Düsseldorf. Go out from Düsseldorf. Düsseldorf is in Germany. Eskinde is what? Is in the Netherlands. So that's how and you see Belgium to Netherlands. If you look at even the structure, the ethnic structure of Belgium also is funny. It's funny. It's funny. Belgium has a French side. They also have a Dutch side. I don't want to go into details. That's not we are discussing in this. But I'm just trying to tell you, that I can move around if you are having any occasion or event. I can also move around and do that. Music is my side, it's my side also. In fact, I am moving more to music now than before. I would say music is 40% and academic and other stuff are 60%. So yeah, I can categorically tell you about that. So and I'm just telling you guys that if any opportunities pop up, I'm here. I can move at what at a go. So this is where we are going to. As I'm just saying this song again, I was just wondering how will I go to the wedding and be singing. I am a Chelsea fan, or give us a win, but let me tell you, people. That's what makes people to be dynamic. Honestly, that's what makes people to be dynamic. For me, I see it as, is it not so strange to go to the wedding and sing, give us a win, to go to the wedding and sing, I have a Chelsea fan, or to go to the, maybe singing Casedo song. But let me tell you, that's what makes us to be unique. I don't my brother, if you are watching this program, I'm not saying this to Tonglash you. I'm just saying it as a, to affirm the fact that we human beings, we are unique in the way we do our things. That's because the person may be watching this video, my live broadcast now. So I don't mean to be rude to you, and I don't mean to say what we discuss in the privately, but I'm just saying about how people are unique in the way we do things and in the way we reason. So that's what will make him happy, and you should try to do everything that will make you happy in life. Don't say that what you want to do is unconventional. No. Of course, what that brother wants to do now is unconventional. But if you think that, okay, what you want to do is unconventional and you are scared about that, even though it's not going to give you happiness, trash it. Do whatever you want to do that will give you the happiness. Nobody can give you happiness other than yourself. Yes. Nobody can give you happiness other than yourself. So create a niche of happiness for yourself. And even if it's not conventional, embrace it. It's yours, and it's gonna be yours. So that's what I would say. That's what I would say. That's my parting words for you guys. Again, I thank everyone who have made this live session to be interesting, to be inviting. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. God bless you. Bye for now.
Welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen. Welcome to Galatasaray. Ọmọ tí kú ò gbọdọ̀ pa ni, ọmọ tárùn ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe ni. Agbábọ́lá, break it down. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Welcome to Galatasaray. Glorious Jakabo. Ọmọ ológo káàbọ̀. V09 káàbọ̀. Osimhen. Yeah, Victor. Osimhen, welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen, welcome to Galatasaray. Ọmọ tí kú ò gbọdọ̀ pa ni, ọmọ tárùn ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe ni. Agbábọ́lá, break it down. Osimhen, 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 Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Welcome to Galatasaray. Glorious Jakabo. Ọmọ ológo Káàbọ̀. V09 Káàbọ̀. Osimhen. Yeah, Victor. Victor Osimhen, welcome to camp. Victor Osimhen, welcome to camp. Victor Osimhen, ready to stand. Ọmọ tí kú ò gbọdọ̀ pa ni, ọmọ tárùn ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe ni. Agbábọ́lá, break it down. Osimhen, 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 Osimhen. Welcome to camp. You are the champ. Glorious Jakabo. Ọmọ ológo Káàbọ̀.